I can write a song. I belong with you, you belong with me, my sweetheart. I belong with you, you belong with me, my sweetheart.
Hi guys, welcome to 2012. It's been a couple months, I haven't been around, and obviously this is the start of the 2012 garden season, so this will be this year's first video. Hopefully you guys are getting started with your gardens. It's Mother's Day weekend. It is a great weekend to get out and garden, so if this is the first video you've watched or you've been thinking about gardening, I would tell you, especially if you're in the Midwest or the upper Midwest, this is the perfect time. Take a look at your local weather, make sure the frost advisories are gone, and if that's the case, you can get on with putting in your summer plants. So without further ado, let me just, actually two things real quick. Before giving you kind of a rundown of the plants I got in this year, I wanted to real quick tell you where I ended up. 2011, we fell short. The goal was 500 pounds. We ended up at 360 pounds for last year. So quite a bit short of the goal, but still a pretty good total nonetheless at 360 pounds. So hopefully this year, I have a spring garden that we got in about a month ago, and we'll try putting in a fall garden along with a small expansion that those three things combined ought to get us pretty close to 500 pounds at the end of this year. So let me take you on a quick tour of what I got planted so far, and we'll go from there. So real quick, you'll see this area here is actually not been planted yet. This is beets in this first section here, 4 rows of beets, and after another couple days I'm going to sow another couple rows here. That way when the beets come up, when they get ready for harvest, not all of them will come to harvest at the same time. I got a couple rows of radishes here. Got a couple rows of something called pak choi, which is very similar to bok choy that's coming up. It ought to get a foot or two, or a foot to 18 inches tall. I don't think you'll be able to see it real well here, but I have some leeks coming up here. Once they get up, I planted the seeds from seed. Once they get up, then I'll split them and make 3 more rows out of them, but I'll talk about that in a later video. Got a couple batches of onions, red and green onions, got those in a couple weeks ago. Got some tomatoes, some heirloom tomatoes, which we'll talk about. And then over here, let me walk you through. I got a couple rows of Swiss chard. None of these seeds have come up yet. I think that's just a weed there. A big segment of this is all going to be green beans that has all been seeded about a week ago. I should have germination here in the next couple of days. And then down here I got several rows of carrots. So, and then real quick, if you come over here, you can see them sprouting up left and right. These were planted a couple weeks ago in the new beds. These are all potatoes, a couple different varieties of potatoes. So it's my first go at growing potatoes, so we'll see how it goes here at the end of the year. But you bought these seedling potatoes at the nursery that I shop at. I cut them in half and dug a hole and put them into the ground. So I'll talk to you a little bit more about that. I'll probably do a potato video here in the coming weeks. And real quick, I have 2 beds here. This one has always been grown out, but I haven't planted it. I'll be planting it later today with some tomatoes. And then I made a new bed here that's going to be an expansion that I just turned the grass over. I was a bit of a sod buster this year, and turned the grass over. Let it go like that for a week or two. It kills the roots will dry out and die. Then I'll turn it once or twice more, water it down, and then I'll be able to plant into that after I mix some stuff in. So that's about it for now. That's the first video of the year. Hopefully you guys have gotten your gardens going, and I just wish you the best of luck. And if you have any questions, I appreciate all the messages I've been getting. And if you have any questions, or if there's any thing you want to ask me, or comments you want to post, I would love it. Talk to you later.